What is happening, guys? ARCHIEzzle here, and welcome to another video. Archies, I hope you guys are having a great day. Today's video is something special. Well, not really special. I guess for me it is kind of special because I am going to be talking about 68 Whiskey Medic School. I know a lot of people follow the channel because they want more information about 68 Whiskey stuff, being a medic. And that's what I am first before even an Army recruiter. So I'll give you 5 things, 5 tips and advices before you head off to AIT for 68 Whiskey School in Fort Sam, Houston, Texas, okay? This is in no particular order, but these are some of the top 5s that I think is really useful for you to know before you even head there. Number 1, this is really important. Number 1, before you even sign up as a 68 Whiskey, know what you are getting yourself into. Like any other job in the Army, like any other branch that you're trying to get into, you gotta know what you are getting yourself into. As a medic, you are there to help and support and conserve the fighting force, meaning you have to be the only medical asset. At one point, you might be a PFC in charge of a whole platoon of like artillery, infantry or something. You may be in charge of a big group of people and you're the only medical asset. You have to care and you have to understand what you're getting yourself into. If you are a medic, you're there to save a life. If there's really no emergency or anything like that, you're there as support. So you can function as a behavioral health specialist. You know, someone will always come up to you, a Joe, an infantry guy, an artillery guy, someone else coming up to you, they just want to talk and share their bad experiences or just something that they've been going through because they've been overseas for so long and they haven't talked to their spouse or something. So you're there for support, not just medically, but physically and emotionally. You gotta realize also, as a medic, you will be dealing with patients. So you gotta care 100%. You may see some poop, you may see some blood, guts. There's gonna be times where there's really nothing much going on, but your job is always to be there on standby just in case something happens. And when shit hits the fan, you are the first responder. So you gotta act and know what you're doing, all right? If you're that person who's like really scared of blood, so, you know, yeah, that's okay. Some people are like that naturally, but you have to overcome that fear. Not every day you're gonna see anything gruesome or anything like squeamish or something like that. But there will be a time where you will have to come across stuff like that and you have to deal with it. And then the worst part that, thank God I haven't experienced it, at somewhere, some point in your military career, in your Army career, especially being a medic, you may come across someone who will die in your arms. And you gotta be ready for that emotionally. You gotta be there 100% in the game. You can't just stop and just have everything crumble because, you know, as a medic, you gotta do and, you know, just go through the motions. Do to the best of your knowledge, the best of your skills, all your training, put it in play. And if someone dies in your hands, you did your best. It's not really easy to cope with. It's something not everyone knows how to deal with, but there is a possibility that that will happen. So know what you're getting yourself into before you even go to 68 Whiskey Land, because that's the main point. You're there to save a life. Next one on my list, this is something different, okay? Manage your time to study. So 68 Whiskey School is 4 months. 2 months for the whiskey phase, that's the combat medic side, that's the last 2 months of the whole training. The first 2 months is NREMT phase. I know it costs a lot of money if you do it on your own, but for the Army, everything's gonna be paid for. And for the Army, it's gonna be squished down or compressed into 2 months. So 2 months to get your NREMT and CPR, and then 2 months whiskey phase for your combat medic stuff, care under fire, all that good stuff, all that tactical stuff. So with that said, manage your time, study. If you're there, don't just bullshit and feel like it's college, because it's not. You will not have plenty of time to go anywhere, so you have to hit the books. There's a lot of websites, they'll give you a lot of information, and you have to digest everything, put it in your head, absorb it like a sponge, and then do good on the test, and obviously take it to heart. Because it might be basic stuff, but these are the things that are really important. The fundamentals, you know, airway, dealing with broken bones, dealing with musculoskeletal stuff, dealing with hemorrhaging. There's a lot of stuff that you can learn, especially in the beginning stages, and those are really important. Stay hydrated. No energy drinks, no alcohol, no supplements, no protein, anything. Well, it's different now. I know back in the day, on the weekends you can actually go off base and you don't have to come back till Monday morning formation, which is PT. During my time, during 2011, we were not allowed to stay off base on the weekends. We have a bed check every night. You have to be back by 10:30 or 11. So if you're not there during bed check, and if you're stumbling and you're drunk, you're gonna get in trouble and probably get an Article 15. Delta Dragons. So with that said, you know, drink plenty of water, drink Gatorade also, but have it in balance, you know, but pretty much stay hydrated. Don't just drink Gatorade, because that's not right. Don't drink too much water also, because you're just gonna flush out all the electrolytes, and that's not good either. When you go to the DFAC, thank God it's not Slagle anymore. You go to the Air Force DFAC. I don't even know what it's called, in the Navy DFAC or whatever. You know, try to eat a healthy, balanced diet. There's a lot of choices. There's fruits, there's vegetables, there's meat, there's carbs and all of that. Stay hydrated, stay healthy, because it can get really hot in Texas, Fort Sam Houston, especially once you go to whiskey phase, when you carry all the litters, you carry all the mannequins, the dummies, and you do everything tactically as a medic, pull sked codes and all that. You're gonna be sweating your balls, so you gotta be ready, hydrated, and fit, and eating the right diet, because if not, you are gonna be a heat casualty. You're gonna get hurt, you're gonna get kicked out, you're gonna get reclassed. God knows what's gonna happen to you. Please don't get hurt, and ultimately, please, hopefully no one dies, because someone dying in training is not good. That's never good. So if you're going there thinking that you'll have time to take your supplements, and obviously alcohol, it's not allowed, it's just not gonna happen. Next on my list, study ahead of time. Some examples: study pharmacology, some anatomy and physiology class, grab an NREMT book, or go onto the website. You know that you're going to be signing up as a medic. I was in the late entry program for like 5 or 6 months or so. So use that time, go, you know, be physically fit, study a lot of Army stuff. And then obviously for your AIT, to be a medic, advanced individual training, to be a 6-day whiskey combat medic healthcare specialist, read ahead of time. It's always great to know stuff before you even get there. Basic stuff, medical terminologies, anatomy and physiology, basic drugs and all that. Trust me, it will help you out, especially once you go and take the test, take the NREMT test, go to your first duty station, and actually handle medications and just basic stuff, you know, splinting or something, I don't know. The whole digestive system, the whole circulatory system, how the blood flows through your body, from everything, from breathing and all of that, from top to bottom. Be ready before you even get there. And last on my list, do not hang out with prior service people, meaning people that has been in the Army and then they reclassed, and they're going through AIT again for the second or third time or whatever, based on how many times they reclassed, because it's just going to be a conflict of interest. Yes, you will be dealing with them still when you're going through classroom instructions, trainings and all that, but they are separated in a different platoon for a reason, because there has been a lot of issues when brand new incoming initial entry soldiers deal with prior service, especially who's been deployed and been in the Army for a long time compared to you brand new guys. There's always drama. There's always stuff that's gonna happen on the weekend. It just doesn't really jive well. Yes, you can talk to them, ask for advices and tips and tricks and what to expect in the real Army, but some of them can be assholes. So just take it how it is. It's just how the thing is, you know what I mean? I don't really know how to explain that, but some people are nice or will be good enough to give you a piece of advice, like myself, I guess. But some of them won't really care, because they'll just be like, meh, you haven't even deployed yet, you're a brand new soldier, you haven't even finished AIT, don't talk to me. There's some rude prior service people like that. So, you know, it's up to you to gauge if you want to talk to them, but just a simple, hey sergeant, if the person's a sergeant, or I guess specialist or whatever, same thing. You know, just address them, just be respectful everywhere you go, not just in the Army. Everywhere you go, you should be respecting your parents. If you're talking to your parents or someone elderly, say please, sir, ma'am, all of that stuff. Don't just talk to them and call them by their first name or something, okay? So that's it for this video. Hopefully it wasn't too long. If you haven't done so, give this video a thumbs up, give it a like. Let me know if you want more of these type of videos where I just give you guys advice and tips and tricks and whatnot, okay? Subscribe to get notified whenever I upload a brand new video, and thank you for 40,000 subscribers. ARCHIEzzle out.